Hello there friends, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Today, amongst other things, I am going to be making a rose cane, and I'm going to be honest with you guys that this is not the best video or tutorial for the cane itself, but it's only a part of my pendant, so I decided to show it anyways. I think that I'm going to have to make a special video just for the rose cane because I really enjoyed making it. Let me show you guys how this pendant came together. Okay, so today I want to match a pendant to my shirt that I'm wearing. This is the only one that I really do not have anything that is really matching. And if you have seen my past video, I think 2 or 3 videos ago, I came up with this awesome mix of a Peacock Pearl and black, and that thing really gives you this beautiful color. At least I think that it is. So this is exactly what I'm playing with today. I mixed some Peacock Pearl with black, and now I'm going to divide that clay into 2 pieces. With one piece I'm going to take some pearl and that peacock blend, and I'm going to create Skinner blend. The other one I'm just putting on the side for now. So there is the Skinner blend. You can see that it didn't really come out great, but that's not very unusual for me. This is really something that I'm really struggling with, and that's Skinner blends. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to turn it into an accordion file or accordion fold, and so you know, just the regular stuff that you do with the Skinner blend. Okay, now we just want to make sure that it's nicely squished, that there's any air pockets anywhere in between any of the layers, and for that I'm using just my clear stamp acrylic block. It's absolutely perfect for it. It gives you enough pressure to push on the clay and create a really nice block of clay without air pockets. So at this point I'm just going to cut 3 pieces out. Okay, and I'm going to take the remainder of the clay and I'm going to start making it smaller because I want the pieces, I want to get some pieces that are actually smaller than the pieces that I just cut. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing, just making them smaller and smaller, cutting them, and so on and so forth. So I have those pieces like in different sizes. And in order for to make the clay smaller, I just stretch it, and you just keep on stretching and stretching, and it's going to become thinner and thinner. And I'm just cutting pieces of it, and I have 4 different sizes at the end and at the middle part. Now the middle part, I'm just going to flatten it and roll it, just like a little roll. And then the rest of them I'm going to take and I'm going to put the white on top, and then I'm going to squish both sides so it kind of looks like a rooftop. You know, the white is the rooftop, and then you have the blue inside, and that's why I'm going to make another cane video, rose cane video, because I'm really horrible at what I did here. It really, I think I did it too close, and it's really not that obvious what I'm doing. But so that you guys can see that it's a triangle, okay? It's kind of, sort of. And then we're going to take the middle that is already rolled up right here, and then we're going to start layering the triangles, and they're going to be overlapping each other. So you can see that, you know, you put one triangle down, and then you're going to take another one, and you're going to overlap on top of the other, and so on and so forth, and you go from the smallest to the biggest until you're going to get a nice full cane. So you can see that actually this rose is coming together pretty nicely here. You can totally see that it is a rose, or at least I can see the rose, but and I do think that actually the bigger rose was prettier than my smaller roses. So but you know, you guys will see how it really comes together. But there you have it. Here's my last piece, and my cane is done. So right now we're just gonna squish it and roll it. I want to make it much smaller than it is right now because I want a few roses on my pendant, and my pendant is probably the size of the entire cane right now, so I really need to reduce the size. So you can see that I've been playing with it. It's already smaller as it is. I took a little chunk of it, and it does look like a rose. So I played with it some more. I made it even smaller, And there you have it. Here are my little roses that are going to go on top of my pendant. One thing that I would keep in mind is that you want to slice them really thin. I think that I sliced mine a little bit thicker, and I had to put quite a few layers of resin at the end, you'll see, in order to cover them, because I did not want to smoosh them in any way, shape or form once they were on top of my pendant. But there you have it. It does actually look like a rose. I was pretty happy with it. So now I'm going to continue to my pendant. And now this is the other piece of clay that I had, and I have my wooden roller, and that I just got for Christmas. I'm so eager to use it, and I'm trying different ways of rolling without having the roller to stick to it. So I've seen people put water on the clay, and there you have it. I'm trying it, but it's really not working. But then I did not really spray it. I just put it on top, and then I know that people put the roller in the cornstarch. Well, I didn't have cornstarch, so I'm using the powder for the stinky feet. If you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about, the auto eaters. There you go. So there you have it. I'm trying with that, thinking that maybe it's going to work just as good as cornstarch, but it really wasn't working for me either. And I'm sure that this is me because I've seen people use cornstarch. so my next thing was just to take and drench the roller in the water. So now the roller was drenched in the water, and I rolled it, and it finally worked. But you guys have to try it for yourself and see what really works for you where you guys are, okay? Boy, this design is just so beautiful, and I'm going to do mica shift with it. So if you have never done mica shift, you're just going to take and you're going to shave off after you stamp the image, or you use the roller on the clay, and you have all those little pieces sticking out. You just want to go in and you want to shave them off. You don't want to go too deep. You just want to shave off whatever is sticking up, and you're going to get this absolutely gorgeous result that you're going to love. After all those pieces are cut off, the surface should be smooth, or as smooth as you can possibly get it, and that's when you're gonna get this really awesome mica shift result. Here you can see I put it on another piece of clay because the other one was moving a little bit too much for me, and here after I was done shaving, I'm just taking a piece of paper and I'm rolling it on top, smoothing it out, and look how beautiful it is. It is just so pretty. I love mica shift. So I'm using this cutter here, but I'm not going to cut through the whole thing. I'm just barely making indentation. I just want to know where the pendant is going to go, because I'm going to start placing my roses on it. So I kind of want to have an idea where everything is going before I start cutting. And this is, my friends, time to be creative. Whatever you want to do, that is going to work. Maybe you want roses to be a little bit smaller. Maybe you want them to have more, you don't want them to be round. You want to take a, knife and maybe cut the edges out a little bit. Whatever you want to do. I wanted to put one on top as well. For this one, I had another pendant that I made, and without it, but I really do like the one with the rose in it. So now I am ready to do some cutting, and I'm going to use clear plastic. I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to show you guys how beautiful the edges are going to come out when you're cutting through plastic. So you're going to put it, make sure that it's nice and smooth, and you're going to really, with those plastic cutters, you're really going to have to push it hard. Push it, make sure that you go through. You can probably just turn it over, which I did here, to make sure that it went through. It's definitely much easier to do when you're using metal cutters, but plastic cutters are so popular nowadays. All of us have it. And so just make sure that you feel that you got this really nice cut. Here you can see that I was checking it out, and I did quite a bit of pushing on it. And there you have it. You're just gonna pop the cutter off, and really, honestly, the edges are just so beautiful, especially because those roses are going to kind of flow on the edges. Okay, I'm going to show you guys just 1 second. It's just going to look so pretty. Look at that. Do you see what I mean? It's like just you have this beautiful edge. I love this technique. I really do. And of course, I shall not waste anything, so I'm making another pendant with the leftover scraps. I just roll them out a little bit more so you can see that the design is a little bit different on it because it's been stretched out a little bit more. But I'm just adding my roses, and I'm not going to put any rose on top, but again, the same thing. I'm going to use the clear plastic and I'm going to cut them out, and I'm going to have another very nice pendant. So don't waste those scraps. You can always make something with it. And to finish my second pendant off, I'm just going to cut out a little hole with my little mini cutter, the little circle. It's very easy to use, and it's so handy. But my backing on that pendant is not nice, so I just rolled out some scraps. I'm placing the pendant on the scraps, and I'm going to recut it on top of it, and the backing is going to be absolutely beautiful and smooth, and you will never know that there was a problem. Now my pendants are ready to be put in the oven, 270 degrees for half an hour, and there you have it. And there you have it. This is the first layer of resin. You can see that I still have some bumps because I cut the roses a little bit too thick, but I put another layer on and it's gonna look glorious. And there you have it. I love the way this mica shift turned out. It is so beautiful. The roses need some perfection. Well, improvements, I should say, so I will make another video just on the roses because I really enjoyed making that cane. I think it was relatively easy. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and till next time, ta-ta.